Hi, my name is Sean Kusick. This is my district profile presentation. I am doing my presentation on Murrieta Valley Unified School District. I actually attended this district from about fourth grade all the way through completion of high school, which is why I chose this district. I do have a little bit of knowledge there. As far as um, the district itself, it's located in southwestern Riverside County. It does encompass the city of Murrieta. It offers community education, early childhood education, child care, and a parent center. Um, Mainly, though, it serves for K through 12 students as well as adult learners in the extended learning programs. There are 11 K through 5 elementary schools, 4 6 through 8 middle schools, 3 comprehensive high schools, and 3 extended or alternative education campuses. It serves approximately 23,000 students, quite a bit, and that has actually been consistent since the 2011-2012 school year. It really hasn't been that much change since those years. On average, there are about 1,300 students within the district who miss class daily, um, but it is one of the top districts in the state in regards to graduation and dropout statistics. Um, Approximately 93% of students, give or take, um, go through the full K through 12 program and are able to graduate. But there are approximately 5.1% of students who drop out. The other 3 to 4% approximately are those individuals who have moved out of the area, gone to different school districts, or whatever the case may be. In regards to the ethnic distribution, the demographics for the student body in this district, it is mainly white, non-Hispanic individuals, as well as Hispanic or Latino individuals. As you can see, the non-Hispanic white population is about 44.1% of the student population. The Hispanic or Latino population is actually relatively high. It's about 35.2% in this district. Um, in regards to teachers within the district, it has actually a pretty high student per teacher ratio of about 25.3. As you can see from the graph that we have right here, that actually has been fairly steady since 2011-2012, but is still consistently above the Riverside County average, where this district is located. The average teacher in the district has worked for approximately 10 years within the district itself, and the average salary for those teachers being about $85,400. As far as administrators, we see the same kind of trend. There's a higher student per administrative uh, staff ratio. It's about 417.2 to 1. Again, that is higher than the county. It is trending down, though, which is a good sign. But the county has also been trending down. So, they might want to be looking to add more administrators, though they have done so. They went from about 72 administrators in 2011-2012 to 93 in the 2014-15 school year. Unfortunately, there was no data for the 2015-2016 school year. Financially, the district gains most of its funds from the local control funding formula. Um, this is something like the property taxes that are apportioned for the schools through grants, um, other funds. Basically, there's a formula that is utilized to kind of give these funds to the schools to do with it what they need. Um, in 2011-2012, the fund provided approximately $117 million. It's actually risen quite steadily since then to about $168 million in the 2015-2016 school year. In that same school year, the total amount taken in was about $251 million in government funds. So, as you can see, basically through the local control funding formula, I mean, that's well over 50%. It's closer to 75% of the total funds that the district is able to bring in. In regards to revenue, the amount that the district brings in per student is about $10,000. Now that has risen exponentially since the 2011-2012 school year, wherein the district took in approximately $7,100 So it's definitely trending upward. But this district, Murrieta Valley Unified School District, they definitely do bring in well, sorry, not well. They bring in much less than other districts in the state and in the area. It's actually about $2,000 less in regards to what the statewide average is versus what Murrieta Valley takes in. In regards to spending, obviously, if you take in less money, you're going to be able to spend less money. The district spends about $9,100 per student. That was in the 2015-2016 school year, which actually is up from the 2011-2012 amount of about $7,400. But again, that is still less than what other districts are spending per student. But again, as you can see from the previous slide, those districts are bringing in about $2,000 more per year. In this instance, again, you can see from the graph, Murrieta Valley Unified School District takes in spends about $2,000 less. So it is kind of in line with the trends of the state and what the state is looking at there. The local control and accountability plans. This is essentially the district's plans and opportunities. It's a 3-year plan that was implemented in July of 2014. Essentially, the local control and funding that the state wanted to make sure that there is some accountability with the district. So the district essentially had to come up with a group of individuals, including administrators, staff, students, board members, PTA, parents that want to get involved, basically to come up with a plan and to implement this plan and to run studies on how well the plan is doing. That being surveys within the district among the students, staff, and parents. They just want to make sure that the funds are being utilized for what they're intended. Among the plans within Murrieta Valley Unified School District are to design and or expand technology systems and facilities to meet the needs of the 21st century environment. Essentially what you're looking at there is things that we've discussed in this course. The need for technology. The 21st century is going to be based off of technology. All the jobs are going to be technology based, so there is a need to increase the ability of the teachers to provide to the students some training, but also to allow the students access to those kinds of technologies. Additionally, the district wants to explore and implement practices that engage parents in partnership with staff and students. Again, we saw previously presentations on the fact that parents need to get involved in order to help their students be successful in their education. Early reading programs are key. Parents need to be involved in that, but also to continue in their child's education and being involved. Additionally, like I previously stated, there are a lot of, about 50%, 56% or so of the district is non-white and maybe English learning students. So the district would like to bring in a master English language learning plan as the population of non-English speakers increases within the district. They see a need for that. They want to provide some kind of funds, provide a master plan for the students in the K through 12 program. Recent changes within the district due to the rising population in the city of Murrieta. The population went from about 50,000 in 2005 to a current population of about 110,000 people, so it has doubled in size in about 10 years. They have needed to add these schools. There's been about 6 added, 2 high schools. Mr. Murrieta, the high school that I attended, Murrieta Mesa, which came about in 2009. There was 1 middle school added, that being Dorothy McElhaney. And then there were 3 elementary schools. Most of these schools fall within the zoning to go to, the 3 elementary schools essentially fall into the zoning for Dorothy McElhaney, and then Dorothy McElhaney actually feeds into Mr. Murrieta mainly. But some also do attend Murrieta Mesa High School. In regards to the strengths of this district, as previously mentioned, this is one of the best districts in the state in regards to dropout and graduation rate. Additionally, this district pays its teachers very well, well above the state average for teachers. This allows for a relatively high retention rate, as you can see in these two graphs below. The one on the left identifies the average teaching experience, which is about 10 years for the staff and teachers. Um, Graph on the right shows the amount of first and second year teachers within the district. So they have a pretty high retention rate, which doesn't necessarily allow for new individuals to come along and really thrive in the district. I mean, really, there's only 25 second year teachers and 60 first year teachers. That's really 85 teachers for 23,000 students, which really is not too much if you truly think about it. That's probably 2 to 3 new hires per year per school. Challenges, as previously mentioned, again, this is high student to teacher ratio. I interviewed Karen Kendall, who is a student counselor. She was previously a cross-country and track and field coach at Vista Marietta High School. She said that the high student to teacher ratio and the high student to administrator ratio causes many problems. It doesn't allow the administrators to really get to know their students. Same thing with teachers. That is a complaint amongst them. But in regards to counselors themselves, they can't really get to know their students when they have 417 or so, 400 or so students coming to them with problems each year. Unfortunately, they only have about 180 school days to truly get to know their students, so that causes a pretty big burden. Additionally, as previously mentioned, the population in the city of Marietta has increased rapidly in the past 10 years. So that is a challenge, and that the student population is also likely to increase in the coming years. Additionally, there is a rising percentage of ELL students. That is part of the master plan, and that is something that the district has noticed that they need to face head on, but that they have chosen to do so. Additionally, you have the rising age of teachers in the district. You have a high retention rate. Many teachers are staying in the district for 10, 15, 20 years, and that's going to rise as this is a fairly new district, so you're not going to see other districts obviously have higher retention rates given that they're older. Marietta Valley really hasn't been around that long, so I would definitely expect the average years worked by teachers to increase as this district ages. Some recommendations. Lower student to teacher ratio is obviously optimal. Thus, the district should increase the amount of teachers at each level. And in doing so, that brings me to the next bullet point: hire more new teachers and utilize the knowledge of the older retained teachers to assist in training the new hires. So they need to hire new teachers. Some of them can be transfers from other districts, as obviously that salary that they see probably would fit really well with most people. But they also need to look into hiring new teachers who are coming into the job market, looking for new work. Again, it is a new area over there in Marietta, so I think it would be a good idea for them to hire younger teachers to allow them to come into their own, but also they have an older teacher population, so those teachers can assist in training those new hires. Additionally, they need to hire more administrators to assist with the rising number of students, and also keep up with the master plan in regards to the English language learners. That program that will continue to be necessary as the time goes forward. That's my presentation, and I hope you guys enjoyed it, and thank you for watching.